So the first exercise we are going to do, we're going to go ahead and demonstrate a couple of jumping jacks. So, first step, you jump out, your feet go out and your arms go up. Go ahead and do that first part. Second part, doesn't matter which way goes first. Your legs are going to cross over and your arms are going to go down. Go ahead and do that second part. And then out again. Now this time when your legs cross over for the second time, the opposite foot that you did the first time is going to cross over. So if your left foot crossed over first, now this time your right foot is going to cross in front. So go ahead and do that now. Okay, good. Start back at Chumbi position. At your own pace, go ahead and demonstrate 5 of these each. Seja. Okay, show, relax. That's it. Okay, go ahead and lie down on the floor. Feet toe to toe, heel to heel, hands behind your head. For this exercise, we're going to lift the feet 6 inches off the ground and hold for 30 seconds. We're going to do this. Generally, when you do this exercise, you would repeat this 3 times. So, first time up, 30 seconds. Second time, 30 seconds. Last time, 30 seconds. Up. Good. Okay. So, hands behind the head. If they are placed behind the back, it is easier to keep your feet up. Students are allowed to keep their feet either toe to toe, heel to heel, or they may cross their ankles over as they wish. Okay. Go ahead and down. Okay. At your own pace, now with your ankles uncrossed, feet toe to toe, heel to heel, go ahead and demonstrate 1 sit-up, both of you. Seja. Okay, so Taekwondo sit-ups, you get all the way up. With your hands behind your head, you touch your head to your knees twice, and then you go back down. So both of you go ahead and demonstrate that 3 more times each. Seja. Legs are completely straight and knees stay on the ground. Good. Okay, for this exercise, go ahead and spread your legs apart into a V. You want to make sure that your feet, your insteps are arched and your toes are nice and curled back. And for all of these stretches, the knees need to stay on the ground. Otherwise, the stretch is not correct and it does not have the same effectiveness that it normally would. So first, I want you guys to stretch for the left side. Go ahead and do that. So, for this stretch, you may grab your ankle or the arch in your foot. It's really personal preference at this point. And once you are able to reach the knee that you are stretching for, you then start to stretch for the floor behind that knee. So then you try to touch your head to the floor. Okay, go ahead up. And then down on the other side. Good. Same rules, knees need to stay on the floor, toes nice and curled back. Up again. This time we are going to stretch down the middle, so now, again, grab your ankles or the arches in your feet and try and touch your head to the floor. With this stretch, it is particularly important that the knees stay on the floor. And up. Hip. Okay, for this exercise, go ahead and step into a horseback riding stance. First, you're going to stretch all the way down to the left side first. Go ahead. Okay, notice that the standing foot, the heel, is on the ground. And the foot that is out is in a sidekick foot position. Just the knee that is out. The knee that is out is nice and straight. If you can get all the way down, do not hug your leg. It's very important that your back stays nice and straight. Okay, good. Up. And same thing down on the other side. Good. Same rules apply. Foot that is out, that leg is nice and straight. Standing foot, heel stays on the ground. Up again. The stretch is going to go down the middle. They're going to grab behind their legs and they're going to try to touch their heads to the floor. However, it is very important that none of their body weight is supported with their head. Go ahead and do that now. Knees may be bent for this particular stretch. And up. Good. Okay. For this exercise, we are going to do a couple side lifting kicks. Now this is not like a side kick in that your leg stays completely straight the entire time. It utilizes the technique and the placement that you would for your foot in a side kick. However, it is not a side kick that you would use in any type of combat, like self-defense or free step or any of that. So at your own paces, go ahead and do 3 side lifting kicks first with your left leg. Okay, say John. Good, okay. The goal here is just to get the leg as high as you possibly can, but still maintain correct foot placement. And then the right side, 3 again. Go ahead. Okay, this stretch is going to be a front stretch kick. Again, it is not a kick that you would generally use in any free sparring or anything like that. It is simply a stretch. So the knee stays completely straight the entire time, but we do utilize the correct foot placement that you would in a front snap kick. The toes are nice and curled back and you are striking with the ball of your foot. Okay, go ahead and do that 3 times at your own pace. Say jaw. Okay. Good. Okay. Notice that both of them have nice and flexed feet. Nothing is flat. So if they were to break a board with a front snap kick, we know that they would have correct foot placement and that it would break successfully. Go ahead and jump up and switch your stance. Go ahead. Same thing, 3 on this side. Say jaw. 3. Good for now. This next one, we are going to go ahead and do some splits. So with your left foot to this front wall, right foot to that one, go ahead and slowly slide down and get your hands on the floor as soon as you can to support your body weight into a split. Good. Okay. So the front foot is in a front kick foot position and the back foot is in a side kick foot position. Now we want to make sure that when you're all the way down that your hips are facing the correct wall. You want to make sure that your hips are nice and squared, not facing one wall, otherwise the stretch is not correct. Go ahead and up. And now the other leg, front. Go ahead and slide down slowly. It is important, even if you have a flexible student, to make sure that they do slide down slowly. Just because you are flexible does not necessarily mean that you are immune from pulling any muscles if a stretch is executed too quickly. And go ahead and stand.